Well, obviously, it's election time. And you better hide your kids, you better hide your wife, and you better hide your democracy because they taking everything up here. They climbing in your communities, they snatching your votes up. All I'm saying is, this is a very, very special edition of Life and News with Gladys. This is an election day edition. As many of you know, the midterm elections are coming up on Tuesday, November the 2nd. There's a lot going on. This is a very critical election. So here are my views and thoughts on the climate right now and what I think. First of all, let's get to a very important race, which is the Ohio governor's race against incumbent Ted Strickland. He's being challenged by John Kasich. Now, John Kasich has come under a lot of fire because he used to work at Lehman Brothers. He allegedly pressured Ohio officials to invest Ohio seniors' pension in Lehman Brothers. Of course, Lehman Brothers tanked, and Ohio seniors lost their money. And John Kasich and some of those executives walked off with a very big bonus. That's very shady to me, John Kasich, and I probably won't vote for you because of that, because that's really stinky. But the other reason I won't vote for you is because you're always so angry looking. You're always so crazed, and like your hair is always sticking in a bunch of different directions. Your face is red. You're talking loud. You're talking fast. There's little bits of spit flying out of your mouth. What are you so excited for? He reminds me like a little angry baby that you just woke up out of a nap and he wasn't ready to get up yet. He's just fussing and crying and yelling and screaming and going crazy because you have just gotten him up when he still wasn't ready. I'm sorry, John Kasich, but you remind me of an angry baby. You won't get my vote. Another person who won't get my vote this election is Steve Chabot. Steve Chabot, really, seriously, you were in Congress for 14 years, and in that time, you managed to literally squash the middle class in this district. And now, the 2 years that Steve Driehaus has been in office, all of a sudden, you've come up with this miraculous plan to, like, do something so different than you did 14 years. I mean, no, you did not. You just want to get back in office so you can, try to whatever you do, Steve Chabot, I don't even trust you really with your comb over. Because what are you trying to hide from me? I feel like you're trying to deceive me. Every time you take that hair from the back of your head and sweep it over and try to conceal that bald spot, I feel like you're concealing something else, Steve Chabot. So that's another reason you won't get my vote, because I can't trust you. If you can't let me see your scalp, I can't let you be my politician. Another person I don't trust is Josh Mandel. He is running for Ohio State Treasurer against incumbent Kevin Boyce. And Josh Mandel recently got slammed by the Columbus Dispatch and some other media outlets for airing an ad in which he talked about Kevin Boyce giving his wife a high-ranking position. And he mentions that the job posting for the position was posted at Kevin Boyce's mosque. And then it cuts in the commercial almost immediately to a picture of Josh Mandel in his military uniform. Really? I mean, is there any more clear way to stir up anti-Muslim sentiment right now than to mention the man's mosque? I mean, why didn't you just Photoshop a little turban on his head? Why didn't you just digitally image a little crescent moon and a star in the back? Why didn't you just digitally image Osama bin Laden right there? Seriously? That was so low, Josh Mandel, and you will never get my vote. I mean, that was just scummy right there. The man is a Muslim. You don't need to use that to get votes. That's ugly right there. Other thing I want to talk about is the Tea Party. Now, people say the Tea Party are a bunch of nut jobs, and sometimes it can be a little wacky because, my thing is with the Tea Party is that they want to talk about taking the country back. That is a very, serious thing. Let's take the country back. And I'm like, back from what? Back from where? Back from who? Because the time to take the country back, when George Bush was just spending the hell out of our money, just Iraq wars, Afghanistan wars, and just making it rain with the American people's money. Tax dollars, tax dollars, tax dollars. That was the time to really take Washington back. That was the really time to rein in government spending. But obviously, Tea Partiers, I don't know. I don't remember a tea kettle. I don't remember a tea bag. I don't remember a tea nothing when our money was getting spent in record amounts. So I don't understand that now we have a new president. We have a Democratic Congress. Now all of a sudden the country is in such dire straits in the 21 months President Obama has been in office that is so horrible. I just don't agree with that. And also, I do think there's an underlying element of, some kind of bigotry and intolerance. It's all right to express your political views, but when you are using, racial slurs and homophobic slurs and, making portraits of the president to be a witch doctor and things like that, you just get into very murky waters and people really don't take your message seriously. I know I don't, because y'all show up in the funny hats and I'm like, you got on a silly hat, man. I really can't take you seriously when you dress like, a pilgrim. I can't talk to you right now because you really want to restore the country to its American values. But to some of these people, American value is a time where, there would not be even a chance for a minority to be president. Taking the country back means taking the country back to a time in 1776 where we didn't have to worry about the president's birth certificate or was he Muslim and all of that, because there would not be a chance for a black president. That kind of what that feels like to me, but maybe I'm wrong. That's just my own personal assessment of it. Anyway, if you are going out trick-or-treating tonight, just make sure you're safe. If you're taking the kids, make sure everybody's got a flashlight and using the buddy system. Hope everybody has a happy Halloween. Remember, get out there and vote, 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 vote. If you can check me out here on Facebook at Everybody Loves Gladys. You can hit me up on YouTube at LNG513, or you can email me at lifeandnewswithgladys@gmail.com. In the meantime, happy Halloween. Remember to get out there and vote, and I'll see you soon.